Hey, excuse me? I noticed something about you.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
I didn't even say anything.
I don't know what it is.
Never mind.
Girls, y'all single or what?
No. Hey, get away. Yeah.
I gotta get out of here! Excuse me? Never mind.
You finally muster up the courage to approach a girl and say hi, and bam, you're met with the Medusa stare and become helpless to defend with a rebuttal against the paralysis caused by the humiliation status effect. Instead of a simple greeting in return, it's just disdain city. Why does this happen? Why does a basic approach feel harder to pull off than a Mario Odyssey speedrun? Hey guys, it's Dallas here, and if you like this video, be sure to like, subscribe, and send this video to anyone who would rather level up their gaming APM than their dating life.
Hello, Beans.
Hello, Angelique.
Tart.
Floozy.
Trillip.
Excuse me, Mr. Rango.
Alright, let's dig into the why. Social media might be a good starting point, with women receiving significantly more online attention, like up to 5 times more likes than men on all mainstream social media platforms. There's a whole lopsided dynamic at play here. Dr. Ian Robertson explains that winning boosts dopamine in the brain, which can lead to all sorts of things such as increased confidence and assertiveness. This is called the winner's effect, which has been studied in many animals and can actually make us less empathetic and more dismissive towards others. So if she's just scrolled through 100 hearts on her selfie, your high might not make the cut for her attention, as not only is there likely to be tons of competition, she will also naturally have less empathy towards your lonely plight due to the winner's effect. This goes back to a concept from an earlier video of mine where I mentioned that a man should focus on making himself noticed by women rather than focusing on approaching them. Whether you approach or not, being noticed is crucial to your success with the woman that you want. Plus, let's not forget about the psychological aspects at play here. Constant online validation can skew perceptions of real-world interactions. Due to this online validation, most women get a level of virtual approval that doesn't match their real-world merit. So even if mathematically you're out of this girl's league in terms of looks, money, and personality, it doesn't matter in her warped perception of her real-world status. While from all points of objective reality, you're simply saying hi to someone on your level, from her warped perception of reality, if you haven't done anything to grab her attention in a positive light, then you're just a guy who's so desperate he's forgotten his place as a peon in her presence. Now, what can you as an individual do about these unnecessarily hostile rejections? Well, the first thing you need to do is to not take it personally.
What is your name, your age, and your occupation, and why did you pop your balloon?
My name is Julianne. Right now I'm a grad student, and before that I worked in the spa on cruise ships.
We do not care.
24. I'm 28, but those 4 years make a difference. I've lived a lot of life.
Yes, and in 28 years, she still hasn't realized that dieting's healthier than contouring her body.
I didn't actually hear your occupation because of all the pops.
All right, biomed tech.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm a biomed tech.
That's cool.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, I also do art on the side.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's me.
You trying to
what?
convince me? Why are you having so many new things?
Sort of walking that from your own to be able to determine how you should live out your life according to the way
Are you
Christ
trying
lived.
to change my mind? What is it?
Oh my god, I hate fat bitches. These hostile rejections are not a reflection of your worth, but more about the situation of our society and the state of mind it brings women to. The problem still does exist. Getting rejected is demeaning, embarrassing, and discouraging, especially if it's done in a hostile way, even if you choose not to take it personally. So the next thing that you're going to do is to make sure you have an exit strategy. Mentally accept the idea that it's okay to walk away as soon as you get your answer with no explanation. If you feel the girl in question isn't interested, it's totally fine to just walk away before she finishes her sentence.
But doesn't that show you salty because you got rejected? Shouldn't you man up and take the fall and avoid embarrassing her as well?
Well, if you feel that way, then it's because of the responsibility fault fallacy written by Mark Manson. Just because someone is at fault for something doesn't make them responsible, no matter how you or others may perceive it. If you get embarrassed, it's probably the girl's fault, but I promise you that she will not take responsibility for your embarrassment. You can choose to let the situation be a foregone conclusion, out of your control, or you can decide that stooping to someone's level is sometimes better than being the quote bigger person. I mean, let's be real, you're probably not even the bigger person. You two are likely on equal levels of maturity, so fuck it, return her rudeness right back. And if she feels embarrassed, remember that it's not your responsibility, even if it's your fault that she feels that way. She would have done the same thing to you, been at fault for your embarrassment, and not feel a morsel of guilt or responsibility for it. Now, let's slow down here. I don't want this to turn all of your interactions into a rejection button scenario, where both you and the girl are quick to reject the other because you both want the position of rejectee rather than the rejected. In fact, your exit strategy can be non-retaliative. assertive. If you've been rejected 5 times in one day, most likely you'll hardly care for any quote embarrassment on the 6th rejection. That retaliation tidbit was just to open your brains to the idea that the sky's the limit when coming up with an exit strategy to handle rejection. And if someone is going out of their way to shit on you for finding them attractive, then you shouldn't feel defending yourself against literal abuse is wrong. And finally, stay positive and keep engaging with others. Rate of rejection is insanely high in the dating game for men, no matter what you do. Unless, of course, you use my Tinder guide. So if you don't consciously maintain a positive mind while dealing with a high rate of rejection, combined with high levels of hostility, you will find yourself hating women and yourself. Make sure you focus on the positive, even if it means giving way to a little bit of delusion. Delusion pays its dividends in the realm of confidence boosting. Now, having a complete frame change on how you deal with hostile rejections is much easier said than done, but that's okay because, as I always say, practice does make perfect, so don't feel bad if things don't work out the first time around, and until next time, peace.